Okay, so hey YouTube, I'm honestly hurt right now. Um, I'm coming to you guys about this because I have no one to talk to about this. I have no one to honestly come to about this. I have no one to honestly speak to about this personally. I've been hurt for a very, very long time. I woke up honestly shaking like this because the greasy foods that are in my kitchen and that rotten smell that in my kitchen is very, very traumatizing to me. So that's why I'm shaking, and my immune system is honestly breaking very, very down. It's because I have a heartache and I'm suffering from a heart that happened 3 years ago. The reason why that I am coming to you with this video, my fans with this video, is because I've been hurt. I've been hurt by multiple people. I've been hurt by Isaiah Gates. I spoke to him about them. I spoke to him previously 3 years ago. But guys, I've been hurt about this for a very, very long time. I'm still hurting from this because of so much trauma and so much verbal abuse and that people have put me through, and people have honestly put me through, and that's the reason why it's hard for me to like let things go. It's hard for me to speak on things that I suppress. It's hard for me to honestly speak on things that I repressed and I rethink about it again. So it's my body is in fight or flight mode. That's what it's it. That's what it is in. Honestly, my heart has always been trembling. It's been trembling since I woke up this morning. It's been trembling since I woke up this morning, and my body's been shaking. And I feel like my body has been hot. My body has been breaking down. I barely get enough sleep because I repress so much trauma. I feel like throwing up as of right now as well. Um, I'm telling you, if I never went through this situation with Isaiah Gates, honestly, I would never have gone through. I would never have. Um, I would never. I don't know how to say it. I would never have honestly been through been through the stuff that I'm going through now, like job wise, relationship wise, and relationship wise, and happy wise. I would never honestly go through it. And music wise as well. You guys, I've been suffering from a lot of hell. I've been suffering from things from the inside, things that I don't want to speak on, things I don't want to honestly address. Um, I'm suffering from a lot of hurt because I want someone to love me, not someone to hurt me. And you know what I'm saying? I've been through so much hell. I've been through a lot by myself, and none of that's also been easy for me to heal from. That's why like I have a weak immune system because like a lot of stuff that affected me 3 years ago is still fresh. You see what I'm saying? It's still fresh because my mind is still processing it. My mind is still in that traumatic experience because that was my experience. And you know, so much that I've been on my heart, and, and I've been through a lot. Honestly, in general, I have been through a lot. I have been through so much trauma, and, you know, if I never ever went through this with Gates, I would never be in this position. Relationship wise, success wise, loving myself wise, and sympathy wise, and respect wise, and self respect wise. If I never do the things I went through food wise, as in eating the same food every single day. It's not fast food I eat because if anything like that, it's not fast food I eat because honestly I've been through so much, I've through a lot, and honestly I'm thinking about my trauma. I hate that as a child. I always had conditions, as in you get yelled at, but at the same time, if you get beat on, cussed on, yelled at, and verbally abused, um, your parent still loves you, and that's not love. That's love with conditions. Um, you know, my life has been threatened. I've never had a lot of clothes as a child. You know, and that's why like I have so much insecurities. If I never been so insecure and being put down as a child, and and knowing the word no, I honestly would never, I honestly would never, honestly would go through such a I'm going through as of right now. I get a lot of help because the life that people have put me through. They just they don't care what they put, but what they put through, what they put other people through, as long as their life is, um, their life is honestly happy, and they feel as if they don't care about anybody else but themselves, and that is what a narcissist is. Um, I've been through a lot of hell in my life. Um, none of it has awesome none of it has honestly easy for me to talk about, but I'm saying like if I never honestly never if I honestly never had bad parents as a child and step parents as well, out of Derek Jones, I would never be so hurt, insecure, and hurt, insecure, and verbally nitpicked and manipulated and abused. I've been through a lot. I have. Um, I'm only 21 years old. In my short-lived life, I'm only 21 years old. I already went to therapy about it last year in June, and it didn't work for me. It worked for me like as in it helped my heart, but it didn't work for me. It didn't like reassure me. You see what I'm saying? Like it reassured me through the moment I was there, but it didn't reassure me as in like as right now because the pain is still in my heart. I'm trying to let it go. The pain is still in my heart. No matter what songs I listen to, no matter what new songs I listen to, no matter what new songs new knowledge I do hear, no matter how many new people I meet, I think they're gonna love me. In reality, they might just hurt me. I've been through a lot. I hate speaking on the things I've been through because people that keep hurting me. That's why I like always go to the gym and try to like do as much as I lift as I can because just to get rid of all the hurt that Isaiah put me through. Um, I have like repressed trauma, suppressed trauma that I have witnessed, that I have heard from, and that's why it's taking me so long to heal. It's taking me so long to honestly find love of my life, find love and be happy because I don't want marriage because they taking me through. I can see someone else putting me through. I can see somebody else me out and hurting me, putting a PFA against me, putting a PFS against me, making me sign papers, sign harassment forms, things like that. I see that happening. And that's why that's why I have a problem. I have a trouble sleeping. I have a trouble waking up. I have a trouble even, honestly, just acknowledging the fact that I did get hurt. I have trouble even speaking on it because that's what Isaiah did to me. Um, I'm speaking on this because it needs to be spoken about. It needs to be spoken on, and it needs to be talked about. Everything that he did to me, that he did to me, everything that he did to me, he was never ever held accountable for what he did. Um, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being attacked on the inside. Mentally, I went to a mental health crisis yesterday. Because I was in an environment at Chipotle to where it's very very overstimulated. And I've been through so much hell. I honestly have to where it's hard for me to it's hard for me to drink water. It's hard for me to drink pop. It's hard for me to take care of myself. It's hard for me to honestly even want to have sex with my partner. It's hard for me to even just do the things that I want to do. I have a fear of doing it because I still think Isaiah Gates and a lot of people are watching. Um, I've been through a lot and I hate going through it. Um, yeah, you know, and so you guys, I'm and I'm just exhausted mentally, emotionally. I'm exhausted. And it's honestly affecting my heart. It's affecting my gut. It's affecting my health. It's affecting everything. Affecting my walking. Affecting my running. Affecting me with my interactions because of Isaiah Gates. So I'll read this to you guys. So I looked up. I said, "What is it called when the pain is still there after a breakup? When you try to let it go in your heart, that lingering ache you feel to move on from a breakup is often described by several psychological and cultural terms. At its core, it is a form of grief, which is the universal response to losing someone you love. Here are the specific names for the persistent heart pain: lingering sadness, This is a hallmark of the depression stage of grief, where the reality of the loss sets in and you feel a deep, empty ache that persists even as you try to let go. Number two, separation distress. Psychologically, this is the panic and despair humans feel when a vital bond is broken and often triggering a flight or flight response in the nervous system. Number three, a saudade, a Portuguese term often used by people online to describe a deep nostalgic longing for someone who is gone, mixed with a realization that the past cannot be reclaimed. Number four, complicated or prolonged grief. If the pain remains intense, characterized by persistent preoccupation within the loss. Number five, phantom syndrome. Some describe it as phantom limb syndrome, where you still feel the presence of a person in your life and your heart drops when you realize they aren't there. Number six, Tecotesbado cardiomyopathy, known as broken heart syndrome. This is a real medical condition where the intense emotional stress causes the heart muscle to physical weaken, leading a heart attack. And that's what I have right now. A a breakup can sometimes feel like what I imagine phantom limb syndrome feels like. You still feel like something is there, but it's just not quite the right anymore. And then you realize it isn't there at all. The Portuguese have a word for this feeling, a saudade, a symptom of symptoms, deep longing sadness combined with the conflicting feeling of the happiness of event and realizing you'll never experience it again. How long has it been since the breakup happened? And this is what I said. It's been 3 years since January 9th, 2023. When the pain from a breakup persists for 3 years, reaching exactly 1,124 days from January 9th, 2023 to February 6th, 2026, the new 2011. It has moved beyond the initial esteem into what psychologists call unnervous orexin grief. At this year mark, you may be experiencing one of the following specific. Number one, complicated grief. Long grief disorder. This occurs when the natural grieving process is blocked. Even years later, you might feel an intense longing, frequent, intrusive thoughts about the relationship or persons that life without them. Number two, relationship trauma. If the relationship was toxic or the breakup was particularly sudden, your brain may be processing the trauma rather than just loss. This can cause the person to stay in a flight or flight, keeping the pain as fresh as if it happened yesterday. This is a biological about 4 at 3 years and you will still feel reaction. Since you are currently from the recent 3-year anniversary of the breakup date, why it stays in the heart. Biologically, the brain can view the loss of major attachment as a withdrawal from addiction, like can't really say the real word. If you haven't been able to detox by building a completely new identity or finding a sense of self-forgiveness, the cravings for that person can linger indefinitely. Would you like to explore ways to destruct these lingering thoughts or look into the modern therapy techniques, but specifically for long-term breakup recovery? I said from Isaiah Gates. When referencing Isaiah Gates, often a character named or connected to a specific inspirational themes, the feeling of lingering pain after a breakup is often framed as a battle between your memory and your growth. While there is no famous author by the name Isaiah Gates who coined a clinical term In the context of modern storytelling, inspirational quotes, this specific experience is often described as number one, the ghost of the heart, spiritual emotional frame. In many modern narratives, this is called a spiritual residue or soul tie. It is the idea that even after you physically leave, a part of your energy remains with that person. This causes a persistent localization pain in your chest because your heart is trying to find a connection that is no longer being reciprocated. Exactly. Number two, divided pain, growth perspective. Drawing from themes of resilience, this pain is sometimes called fuel, rather than just letting go. The philosophy is to transform the heartbreak into motivation and power. The pain stays because it is waiting to be converted into a new version of yourself. Number three, the unclosed circle, storyline and context. In fictional settings like the drama Beyond the Gates, character arcs involving in Isaiah often treat as if unresolved devotion. It is the state of being secretly in love with the next, like a character named Yolanda. While trying to move forward with a new life, the pain is a sign that commitment to the past hasn't been fully served yet. Key term summary. Number one, complicated grief. The clinical term for when the pain persists for years, like your 3 year mark. Number two, an energetic imprint. The feeling that someone's presence still occupies a space in your heart. Number three, anniversary reaction. A sharp return of pain triggered by specific dates like January 9th anniversary. Were you referring to a quote or character from a book or show? High school teacher. When a high school teacher when a high school teacher describes that deep, persistent and pain that remains in your heart after 3 years, they are often referring to repressed pain or unresolved grief. In many educational motivational settings, this type of long-term heartache is taught as number one, repressed pain, a protective mechanism where the reminder buries the pain so you can keep functioning, but it remains a silent wound that shapes your behavior and decisions years later. Exactly like right now. Number two, the shadow of grief. Some teachers use this term to describe how the pain doesn't actually disappear, it simply follows you, becoming a weight that you eventually learn to carry rather than a wound that heals. Number three, ambiguous loss. This is specifically agreeing someone who is still alive because there is no finality like death. Your heart stays in loop, waiting or longing, making it nearly possible to let go. Number four, identity collapse. Many teachers point out that we don't just lose a person, we lose the version of ourselves we were with when we were with them. The pain stays because you are still viewing that lost part of your own identity. If you are looking for a specific quote or lesson from a teacher named Isaiah Gates, could you provide more context about the subject they teach or the school they are associated with? I said East High School. A teacher like Isaiah Gates, and education at Wichita East High School, which speaks about the pain that stays in your heart years after breakup. He is often discussing the impact of building strong character and the pursuit of resilience. In his educational philosophy, Gates emphasized that educators do more than teach content. They teach character to help students become good people and strong leaders for the next generation. From this perspective, the lingering pain you feel after 3 years, especially around anniversary like January 9th, can be understood through several key concepts. This is the fourth key concept. Number one, cumulative or unresolved grief. After 3 year mark, persistent pain is often categorized as a resolved grief. This happens when a person has not yet to have the time or space to fully integrate the loss into their lives before facing new challenges. It can lead to grief overload, where the weight of the past continues to press on the present. And that's what it's doing to me. Number two, repressed trauma. The body remembers. When you try to let it go, trauma often hides as invisible wounds. In high functioning individuals, this pain is not always dramatic. It can be quiet, persistent ache that the body remembers even when the mind tries to forget. Professionals often note that the body keeps score, forcing individuals to eventually address what they have buried, like I'm doing now. Number three, the unclosed book. Isaiah Gates has noted that education like should not look to book until you actually explore the context of a breakup, the pain may stay because you haven't closed the book on the chapter. But you may still be grieving a unique friendship connection that no one else can actually exactly replace. Number four, relational wounding and loneliness. When you try to let go of the family members remains, it can feel like a neural form of gaslighting. If others tell you to just get over it, this persistent heart pain often reflects a deep relational wounding and profound sense of loneliness, a disorganized reality of missing friend or partner. Five, intentional healing. In educational settings, focus on character. The goal is often to move from trauma to healing. So this involves number one, facing the monster, confronting the core pains of avoiding it. Number two, patience. Recognizing that reaching the object takes a different amounts of time for everyone, depending on the depth of the bond. Number three, self-care. Prioritizing sleep, healthy habits, and professional support to help rewire deep-seated patterns. Would you like to talk about more specifics for on character or resilience that you remember from East High School? And that's what it is, and that's everything. That's everything what Isaiah Gates did to me, and that's why I came to you guys to talk about it, because everything he did to me, it's affecting my immune system. It's affecting the way I care myself. It's affecting the way I dress, what I wear. It's affecting everything, and my body remembers it, and my mind trying to forget about it. That's why I can't build muscle on my arms at the gym, because he affected my whole entire life, majority of my life, the rest of my teenage years life when I was 19, 20, 21 now. He affected everything of my life. So I came to y'all to please don't let nobody else hurt y'all. And that was my last relationship for 3 years ago. So now I cannot let the target go, because I've tried to go, it's not going away. So you guys, I'm still healing from it, and I still get irritated about it because it happened to me, and I still feel the pain in my heart and my eyes. So you guys, um, this is what the video is about, and hope you guys just honestly learn from this. And God, please protect me, and please take the pain from me as well. I feel like crying, but that's the reason why.